Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we are setting up week 9 in my Rosy Life Undated Planner. So, this is for February 23rd through March 1st. Um, and while I am setting up my sidebar, let me tell you, what's happening this week. So Monday is my nephew's 11th birthday. And, so that's why this is a birthday spread. Um, I wanted to use this Wonton in a Million uh kit. I have two of these for some reason, but anyways, so I've gotten a lot of use from these two books, and yeah. So I thought that this would be cute for his birthday, and it also would make uh make it kind of fun and whimsical. So, I'm just putting down some stickers, like a day off sticker, because we have parent teacher conference on Friday, and I will either be taking like half a day off or the full day. I think I'm planning on the full day though. That's why I'm putting it down like that. But yeah. So I'm putting down homework for the week, and unfortunately, he will have to do homework on his birthday if he has homework. But putting down work and lunch, and then I'm just going in the sticker book and finding a backpack to go down there with the homework sticker. So now on to the dailies. I'm going to start with writing the days of the week. You will see Monday through Saturday because Sunday is March 1st. And I have already filmed the setup for March in my planner. So the cover page would be a spoiler. Now there was this extra page because everybody takes account that it may or may not be a leap year. It's not. So I'm going to do a very special spread for my boy in in my planner. So now I'm going to set up the dailies. So the mod liners I'm using this week are dark blue, green, and magenta. Um I think my magenta is about to run out. I used it a lot in my planner last year. So I will probably have to go buy one individually to replace it, but I did manage to get it to work for every single day. And the green was doing the same too, but these three markers were part of the original pack of mod liners that I bought. So they're like the oldest, so it's not surprising that they are running out of ink. And I'm also going ahead and putting in my prompts. I decided instead of flipping 100 million times through, that I would just go ahead and set up the days as is. And I'm using these checklists for for my playlist. And instead of, I'm trying to use up one book completely, and then I can, or use up as much as I can, and then I can just consolidate. So what I'm doing is I'm using these checklists. So some of them are flags, some are not. And also I have just a little bit of thin washi. So actually you'll see more gold washi than you will anything, but I do have like a thin purple and polka dot washi as well. And I had some half boxes that also would work perfectly for my tomorrow um, box. And if you'll remember back to the beginning of this video, I showed a fine tipped Sharpie. That is so I can write on these stickers. Gel pens don't really work on them very well, but ballpoint pens, Sharpies, stuff like that, those do work. And so, yeah, I guess while I finish setting up these dailies, I can talk about my nephew. I'm not going to talk too much about him, but he has been probably one of the best things to enter my life. Quite personally, I don't ever plan on having children. Um, for various reasons. I may get into those one day, but not now. Um, but I do have my nephew, and my mom and I are helping to raise him. So, like, he lives at our house and everything. So, um, sometimes I do have to put on a more motherly role than aunt role. Although I do still try to be the fun aunt. Um, but sometimes, things happen, and I do have to put on that hat. But he has taught me a lot about um, being a parent. That there are just certain things that um, just come naturally to some people that it doesn't for others, and um, he's just the sweetest kid. Um, there are some things that, uh, like I said, I'm not gonna get into a whole bunch of stuff about him, but there are things that, like, in his life are really, really unfair. And, he just, he's a sweet kid, and he's very compassionate. And, trying to get choked up, but I just love him a lot. And I don't know, I can't imagine what my life would be like without him in it. Um, because he is such a big part of my life. Um, and so uh, he's never going to see this, but I am going to tell him happy birthday, Matthew. I love you, and you're the coolest kid that I know. Um, so I'm just setting up Thursday and Friday, and I started putting the cap on the fine tip end of the mod liner just to keep it from uh drying out, because that's basically what it's doing. But and then I'm just checking to make sure that I'm not putting like similar colors by each other uh for the playlist, and just flipping through and looking for another half box. So, and I'm labeling those as my boxes for tomorrow. You've already seen all of this, but I was talking about my nephew. So, um but I was just looking at my phone to see what the prompts were. Um I'm really starting to see that I don't like this list of prompts that I picked, because they're kind of repetitive, and I feel like they ask me the same question over and over. And I'm not really a fan of that. Because it feels like I'm just uh repeating myself. So, um this month I've had to come up with my own prompts just off the top of my head. And I'm now going through, and I've been putting these stickers down for, like, just like a reminder or remember or don't forget. But that's just marking that that is my true journaling space right there. Now I'm moving on to Saturday. And I'm putting down this last box for tomorrow. And I have that box on the back of my hand because that's going to be for Sunday. But like I said, you're not going to see that because if I flip that page, it's going to be a major spoiler for March, and you will technically be seeing this the day before that setup gets posted. So, going to quickly finish up, and then I do realize that I'm like, oh, I have a bunch of checklists on my hand. Let me go quickly put that on Sunday, and then I'll do the finish setting up Saturday. And I'm putting this full box in, and I'm just writing happy birthday to my nephew and that I love him. And then I'm going to quickly go through, and each day is a special day, of course. So I'm putting down stickers to kind of show what they are, but I don't write down what they are because it's whatever. But like that day was tortilla chip day. Um, that's Tell a Fairy Tale day. And then I'm going into this sticker book and getting another day off sticker so that I can just put that somewhere on the page. But yeah, that is it. I hope you have a good one.